Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from whatever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Today we have a big problem in this country, especially if you are sick and you are seeking medical attention from a government hospital, or you have a sick person in your family and you are thinking of taking that person to a government hospital for medical attention. Doctors are still on strike. The issue of solving their problem is still so much far because the government is not showing any intention to sit down with these doctors and solve the issue, especially when we have a confused CS for health who does not even understand what she's saying, where and how she's saying. So the former Kakamega governor, from Oparanya, decided to offer unsolicited advice to Susan Nakhumicha as far as the issue of doctors' strike is concerned. Number one, Oparanya was surprised that Nakhumicha can spend the entire day in the funeral, politicking in funeral, rather than spending part of her good time looking for a solution to do with the health and the doctors' strike. So Oparanya is clear. They cannot solve the doctor's strike in funeral because when she gets to funeral, she is busy talking about doctor strike. Beside that, Oparanya is clear to Nakhumicha that the people you are dealing with, they are not fools. They are even more educated than her. That's the truth. These are people who scored A's in the exam. They have best degrees. Again, sustaining doctor strike. These are not nurses. And even nurses have other options. But for doctors, they have more channels of income. So they don't depend on one. Therefore, sustaining doctor strike is not a problem. They can do it even for a year. Therefore, she should spend part of her good time looking for a means to solve this strike. Otherwise, it's going to be sustained and she will be the most embarrassed person, proving to be incompetent and, landing Kenyans in big problem. Because we can have health facilities, but when we don't have doctors to attend to us, what is that? It has no any other meaning. Listen to weekly from Oparanya, giving her his advice to Susan Nakhumicha. Then we're going to continue with this discussion.
Involved because our people are suffering if we have to move ahead as a country.
Now, we are continuing this part of the discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you've not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, Amasa, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, KMPDU went into a negotiation with government officials. But what happened? Government officials walked out of that negotiation meeting. Then we have CS who is now coming to politic about doctors' strike in funeral. So Oparanya is right. There was a place, a room for such kind of a talk that Susan Nakhumicha is bringing in funeral. You cannot solve this problem in funeral because doctors are not in that funeral. Kenyans have no problem. Where we have the problem, it is the government and the KMPDU. So let the government, presented by Susan Nakhumicha, talk to KMPDU in other forums, but not on a funeral podium. Look for forums to talk to the doctors. Because for there, you are going to plan, organize very well, invite them, and have a negotiation. So she failed to negotiate with the doctors, and the official walked out. How can she sort this in funeral? We have a wrong person in the Ministry of Health as the head of that ministry, Susan Nakhumicha. She's proving to be the worst. She's proving to be incompetent. She's proving that she don't understand anything in her ministry. She's embarrassing herself. She looks so much awkward. And that's why Oparanya was forced to offer his unsolicited advice to her. She's even embarrassing the Mulembe Nation people. We have the best, but Ruto took the worst. That's why they cannot help him to sort out the problem in the Ministry of Health and elsewhere. You are busy politicking. You had a forum where you were supposed to negotiate with the doctors. You did not. What are you telling Kenyans? In fact, she should just be chased from that funeral. Wananchi wachoke na yeye wamfukuze. Aina tafuta kwenye kuna madaktari aongee nao. Pale kwa matanga hakukuwa na madaktari. Wale walikuwa waombolezaji. Does she understand that he was talking to mourners, not doctors? So forcing Oparanya, and by the way, Oparanya is speaking from point of experience. He has worked with the doctors as the governor of Kakamega. Kakamega is big. You understand that we have some doctors whom even you have to negotiate with it so that they can even run their own clinic in the hospital as they offer other services. Sababu mtu amekuja ni wa surgery. Anataka kufanya kazi nyingine pale sababu huwezi mlipa ile mshahara anahitaji. So he runs his other affairs there as he do hii kazi nyingine. It teaches that tells you that these people, you cannot intimidate them. Sorry for that. They have other means to earn their living. You threaten them, tomorrow they will be doing their own. They are even needed in private hospitals where they are paid per hour. Moi attempted to fire them. South Africa took all our doctors. Hawakungoja siku nyingine, walipata kazi immediately. So we are seeing Nakhumicha telling us that she's going to employ all the interns na doctors waende nyumbani. How true is that? And how possible is that? She is exposing her ignorance. These doctors have several means of income. They have other sources. Therefore, as you deny them salary, they can still sustain this strike even for a year, as Oparanya is putting it. It is true. He's talking from point of experience with the doctors. He has worked with them. He knows what they can do. So you cannot intimidate doctors. They will have a means of earning a living so they can sustain their life as they push for this protest. Nakhumicha does not understand that. She thinks these are mere people you can intimidate. No. So she has to rethink. Oparanya is even surprised that she is wasting time in funeral. And even he has gone further to talk about the level of education. That these doctors are more well educated than you. It is true. She was doing an online degree from where, and hakumaliza. These are people who scored clean air, they are well schooled. And when we had mass action in this country, there is something we said of this Punchline, and a majority agreed with us, that when the middle class join this strike, it can be lethal, it can be dangerous, it can make Ruto get out of office. Why? Because when you have such people, they come in with the technology. They are well educated, so they bring their knowledge there. They also come in with their resource. They finance those strikes. And that's exactly what Oparanya is talking about here. These are clever people. So dealing with them, they can sustain and finance their own strike. So for any revolution to succeed, you need middle class to join how to achieve. Now even the rich who are willing, when they join their hands together, it can be lethal. And that's exactly what is happening here. So Nakhumicha should understand that the people that she is dealing with, they are not poor. This is middle class. Hawa ni watu sio maskini, wanajiweza. So when it comes to the issue of resources, they are also ready for that. Therefore, negotiation is the way to go to solve this issue, but not the noise and the threat that she was trying to do. That these are not nurses. Other nurses wako na njia zingine za kujisustain. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.